So today we're really getting into something central, I think, to modern life. This paradox, right? These devices we carry, they hold incredible power, but wow, they can also be such a huge source of distraction. Our goal, really, is to figure out how we can flip that script. How do we stop being, victims of our tech and actually start mastering it? We looked at a bunch of sources, and there's this great core idea that kept popping up. Don't blame technology for a bad life play. Use it to improve the life game day by day.
Yeah, that phrase really nails it, doesn't it? It frames our whole mission here. We want to pull out the practical difference for you. The difference between just passively consuming whatever the algorithms feed you, that's the bad life play, and becoming an active, really intentional user. That's how you start improving the life game, as they put it.
Okay. So let's dig into the bad life play first. This is when the phone, the tablet, whatever, it just takes over. We're talking about like losing an hour scrolling social media, comparing your own messy reality to someone else's perfect pictures, that comparison trap, or, the classic digital rabbit hole. We've all done it. You search for something specific, maybe something useful like financial planning, and then boom, 3 hours later, you're watching some obscure documentary about, deep sea sponges or something completely unrelated. That constant buzz, the notifications, it just pulls your attention away.
Exactly. And this is where we need that mindset shift. It's crucial. What's really interesting from the sources is this idea of seeing tech as just neutral. It's a tool. Think of it like a hammer. A powerful hammer, sure, you can build something amazing, or you can, smash your thumb. Blaming the tech, it feels easy, right? But it takes away your responsibility. The real power comes when you take ownership of how you actually engage with it.
That makes sense. But these algorithms, they're designed by geniuses to keep us hooked, aren't they? To maximize our attention. Isn't that putting a massive burden on us, the users?
Oh, it's definitely a challenge. A high bar, no doubt. The algorithms are smart. They prey on those moments of, boredom, tiredness when we're transitioning between tasks. But mastery isn't about throwing your phone in the river. It's more about building, let's say, a digital moat around your attention, which is so valuable. You decide when things get through, not the constant ping of a notification.
Okay, right. So agency, attention, those are key.
Mm-hmm.
Let's switch gears then. How do we actually use these same devices to play the life game better? What are the tactics?
Well, the sources highlight some really practical areas. First up, health and wellness. And this isn't just, say, listening to music on a run. It's about actively using your phone, maybe wearables too, to track things, sleep, activity, nutrition, get actual data. You go from just kind of experiencing your health to actively trying to optimize it using personalized info.
Okay, using data. And then there's learning and growth, right?
Yeah.
The internet is basically the biggest library ever conceived.
It really is. You've got university courses, think Coursera or EDX, right at your fingertips. But the key is structure. Using tools like language apps, not just for random browsing, but for that consistent practice, you need to actually learn a skill.
Makes sense. Consistency.
And then, hugely important, productivity and focus. Moving from just mindless scrolling to mindful planning. This is more than just a digital to-do list. It's about using tools to cut down the mental effort. So using a website blocker, for example. It's not just about willpower. It's about removing those tiny little choices to click away, letting you stay focused longer in that flow state.
Yeah, and customizing notifications, that feels huge too. Not letting every single app demand your attention right now.
Exactly. You set the terms. Maybe you only allow certain alerts during a specific window each day. You control the flow of information. And finally, creativity and connection. Using the tech to make stuff, write a blog, record music, design something instead of just consuming. And finding genuine connection in online groups around specific hobbies, moving beyond those sort of generic, endless feeds. So if you tie it all together, the big takeaway is pretty clear. The difference between technology being your enemy or your ally, it comes down entirely to your intention. Your attention, that's the real currency here. It's your most valuable resource.
Right, so it's this choice you face constantly, every day really. Am I falling into a bad life play right now with this device?
Yeah.
Or am I actively using it to improve my life game?
So here's something to think about. Next time you pick up your phone or tablet for something non-essential, pause for just a second. Beyond the task itself, what's the actual conscious intention you're setting for the next 5 minutes of your attention? That little pause, that decision, that's where your mastery begins.